Hartwig, a founder member of the FTTH Council Europe, 11 years, and today you've been awarded, acknowledged for that achievement. How does it feel?
I have to say it really feels great, and it was a very emotional moment for me when I was there on stage and I got this award for the 11 years of pushing forward fiber to the home in Europe throughout the FTTH Council Europe. It was 11 great years and I really enjoyed it. Doing all this work in the last 11 years, and today being awarded, that was really, let's say, the big final thing in my role in the FTTH Council.
Now, all that time ago, people must have still doubted whether fibre to the home could really happen. What for you have been some of the significant landmark moments in those 11 years?
When I think back to 2004, it was true when I was at the first conferences. We were a very small organization, 25 members, and I was talking about fiber to the home. A lot of people were saying, no way, this is far away in the future, and we were seeing a bit of the crazy guys, the technology guys. And in the last 11 years, if you see now how this changed, it is a great progress. And there were some, I would say, milestones that we had during this time. The first one was when we reached around 80 members, because that was the moment where we could say we hire some staff and we can really do a much bigger work. And then, of course, when we reached 100 members around 2010, this was the moment where we really got a strong voice in Europe. And just afterwards, there was this famous digital agenda for Europe. And I'm still proud that at the end, the digital agenda not only has the 30 megabit, but also the 100 megabit in his text. And this was one of the big achievements we as an FTTH Council did over the time. Other achievements were when we did the Gimme Fibre Day, which we introduced a few years ago and which is now growing and remembering more and more end customers that fibre is an important infrastructure. And finally, of course, if you look around here, the big FTTH conference that we built up in the last years.
Yes, I mean that's gone from being a very niche event into what I may say is now a flagship event in Europe, hasn't it?
Indeed, it is a flagship event, and it's even the largest FTTH event in the world. So there is nowhere else in the world a conference that is larger than that one, focusing on fiber to the home infrastructure. I was just told when I came in here that the 3,000 delegates were already exceeded now, so it's really one of the big events. And again, it was one thing that we started in 2004 with a small conference, 250 people coming together, and then it was growing up over the years to 1,000. Then we reached 2,000, where we said, wow, that's the absolute threshold, and now we are at 3,000 since several years, which seems at the moment to be the maximum size. But my feeling is, due to the fact that the FTTH topic is growing in Europe, we will have even a growth of this conference in the next years. But of course, this is something I will see as a visitor then.
Exactly. Now, I was just going to come on to that in the fact that you're here as very much a VIP visitor, but no longer officially a member of the council individually. Tell us about your new role in Austria. It sounds very exciting.
It is very exciting. So after 11 years of working with the council, talking to policy makers, decision makers, and telling them why fiber to the home is important, I got last year the big chance to build such a fiber to the home network. There is a company in the state of Lower Austria, in Austria, that will build fiber to the home, and absolutely only fiber to the home in the next 10 years to 500,000 households. So this is by far the largest fiber to the home project in Austria, and I got the chance as a CEO to guide this rollout and to say all the things that we prepared in the last 11 years Europe-wide, I can prove now in front of my house because I'm living in this region.
Fantastic. Well, they certainly got the right man for the job. Thank you very much for joining us, and congratulations again on the award.
Thank you, Brian.